when you have access to an individual, but you will instead go onto your platform to say something about that individual when you could ask for clarity, right? She could have messaged me and say, hey, I've never heard anything about Charlie being interested in Catholicism. And I would have said to her, hey, privately, yeah, he was going to mass sometimes daily. He was going on Sundays. He died with a pendant, but that didn't happen. Anyways, she's asserted that she's a friend of Charlie Kirk.
Confirmed you will only be with Charlie in Auburn, still waiting on the other questions before booking your travel. Questions about what? I'm sure about this campus tour. This was for a campus stop on March 31st. We had almost no info about exact location, timing, or topic. Event went great though. In my experience, last-minute planning is very normal for Turning Point. Not a criticism, it's just how these things can go, especially when working with college students. Candace Owens was there in 2019, okay? Things have changed at Turning Point USA. This lady doesn't want even to acknowledge that. She still thinks things are still running the way they used to run when she was there. Trying to poke holes like, okay, these people should be fired. Erica should hire Candace Owens, okay? Since some of you aren't reading what I said, venue not booked 2 months out, UVU scheduling wasn't an anomaly. Hey, would love to join you on campus 11-3, okay? So there is Candace Owens, Allie just proving that, she has done events with Turning Point USA where the events were not booked 6 months in advance. So the fact that UVU took place in 2 months was not the first time. I'm sure other events are booked 6 months, a year in advance, but having an event booked 2 months was not out of ordinary. Candace Owens is claiming that has never happened. It's extraordinary. The Allie and them are telling Candace Owens, no, Candace, it's not extraordinary. I have done events with Turning Point USA recently better than you have. So there you have it, Allie and Candace. Okay, but have you seen the video of Mike McCoy? Yes, he immediately grabs his phone. Erica said on Fox that Mike called her immediately. And notice, how come Candace did not play the clip where Erica Kirk is confirming on Fox News that she received a phone call from Mike McCoy? You see how slick Candace Owens is? Because she knows, she has already told her audience that Mike McCoy is a suspect. Mike McCoy was on the phone. Who was he talking to? Erica just confirmed that I was on the phone with Mike McCoy. Candace did not want her audience to see that. Why? It debunks her theory. You see where this is going? So here is Ari saying this. Yes, he immediately grabs his phone. Erica said on Fox that Mikey called her immediately and said, Charles been shot. Get the kids, get security. Are you calling Erica a liar? Looks to me like Mikey took action and did what immediately needed to be done. My guess is, I have no secret info, that they all had an exact plan in place in case of an emergency, and Mikey did exactly what he was supposed to do. You see? Okay, and then remember, this is interesting. Guys, are you watching this? Candace Owens has also accused this Mikey that is a successor. And yet we already know Erica Kirk is in charge of Turning Point USA. For some reason, Candace has it for this young man. Because she can see that, you know what, if this young man is there, one day he's going to be the beneficiary of this Turning Point USA. Let me make sure I get him out of the way, including his dad. Notice this. Mikey wanted to be, quote unquote, Mike wanted to be Charlie Kirk's successor. This is what Candace Owens has said. Okay? Wow, that is a huge claim. Someone closest to Charlie is secretly happy about his murder, so he can take his place? Question mark. Sure, there is well-sourced clear evidence of this, because we wouldn't want to be degrading a man's character by implicating him in a murder plot based only on assumptions, right? Because that would be deeply evil. Yes, Candace Owens has not produced a single evidence that Mikey wants to take over Turning Point. All she has produced was Mike was on the phone the day that Charlie Kirk, that happened to Charlie Kirk. You see what I'm saying? So where is the evidence, Candace Owens? None whatsoever. This is interesting. If that's true, why isn't Mikey speaking at these campus stops? Why isn't he hosting Charlie Kirk's show? Exactly. Okay. Why isn't he his name on Turning Point? Exactly. Fundraising emails. Where do we see him stepping into Charlie's space? Yeah. Fundraising emails have what? Erica Kirk's name on it. Okay. All these other people who've been invited to go speak Turning Point USA. J.D. Vance, Allie Beth Stuckey, Tucker Carlson, Ben Shapiro, Michael knows it wasn't Mikey. And the question is, how come Candace Owens is not accusing those people? Why Mikey? Why Mike? Why not anybody else? And by the way, Candace Owens, if this woman is the BFF of Charlie Kirk, how come she's not being invited to any of these events, guys? She has not been invited to any of these events. The question is why? So you can see whatever she's up to is up to no good. So Allie took it to put a video out here. So take a listen to what she put out, okay? Watch this, guys. Here we go.
Truly tired of some of y'all not thinking. I really am. You say that you're seeking truth and asking questions, but you're actually just outsourcing your critical thinking and your question asking to someone else, and you're never really asking questions. You're never saying, does that make sense? Or what could be the other side of that story? Or what is the alternative explanation for that? Or are these two things actually connected by evidence? Or does it just sound compelling? This is not a Netflix series. It's not an Agatha Christie novel. You're not watching a whodunit movie. These are people's real lives. And if you were implicating a real person in a murder plot, you better be 100% sure that it is true and backed by hard evidence. Think. Turn on your brain. The thoughts we think and the words we say not only affect real people's lives, but they carry weight in eternity. We are responsible for these things. I'm going to take that seriously, but you should too. Look, y'all, I don't even want... I've just been wrestling with this so much over the past few weeks. I don't want the drama. I don't have the time and energy that it takes to go through. To make all of these claims first is incredible, but then to go through and debunk all of these claims, I don't have that time. I don't have that energy. I don't have that capacity. I don't. And I don't want the danger that comes with it. And I'm sorry if that makes me sound cowardly. I really am. I don't want to be involved in it, but gosh, it bothers me. Like, the truth really matters. And I know that you guys want clarity, and a lot of you are confused, and you've been asking me for clarity. And it's just tough. It is a tough predicament to be in. And so just pray for me. Pray for wisdom and strength and courage and protection and all of that, because it sucks. You know, it really is just a bummer that, and it makes so much sense spiritually with just the nature of spiritual warfare, that post-Charlie, there was so much unity, so much excitement, so much resurgence in faith, newfound interest in faith, and that now there is discord, so many distractions, and that is just like Satan, who comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He is called the great accuser. He is the sower of discord, the author of confusion. And so it all just makes sense. And yes, Christians should be seeking truth based on evidence, never innuendo, never implication. But also, let us not forget to focus on the cross of Christ, to share the gospel, to be discipling those people who have been going to church for the first time, to minister to their hearts, to reach out to them. Let us not forget that God's eternal plan of redemption is always going off without a hitch, and believers are a part of that. So don't forget your role there.
There you have it, Charlie. There you have it, Allie Beth Stuckey. Okay, you can see she's frustrated. Allie. So thank you, Allie, for saying that. We welcome that. But this is the problem, guys, okay? These people, okay? Allie Beth Stuckey is also this idea of wanting to be involved in a big tent. It doesn't work. It absolutely does not work. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be friends with Candace Owens. No. Allie Beth Stuckey had Candace Owens on her show with her husband out there promoting the Catholicism and everything else. It didn't even go well for Allie. And you thought she learned her lesson? No. Platform Lyda Rose. And you thought she learned her lesson? No. Platform Michael knows. So when all these other people, this is how Candace Owens is behaving, well, this is what happens. Okay? So you need to, you can have friends. Not all your friends are supposed to be on your platform, guys. I have friends. They can never be on my show. They will never be on my show. Okay? I don't want to send that confusion. It's not necessary. But these people think that they can just do whatever else they want to do. There are no implications. That's not how it works, guys. Things don't work like that. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. But these are the things that actually happen. Right now, Allie is on a flyer. This is Be Bold for Jesus Conference 2026. Okay? And what do you have over here? Allie Beth Stuckey. And who do you have over here? Dallas Jenkins. Who is Dallas Jenkins? This is the guy behind The Chosen. He's a Mormon. So when you say be bold for Jesus, which Jesus? I know the Jesus Allie Beth Stuckey is talking about. I know the Jesus Jenkins is talking about same terminology, but it's not the same Jesus. So, but the audience, they're going to go here. Are they going to be able to understand, to make a distinction that the Jesus of Allie Beth Stuckey is not the Jesus of Dallas Jenkins? And if that is not all, Lecrae is right here. How compromised is Lecrae?